Okay, so after writing the blog post that I wrote yesterday, I then played around with the CSS scroll snap framework method instead. So what I did was I rewrote the whole thing in Flexbox using CSS scroll snap, and here we are running this on Chrome 72 on a surface, and you can see when I release my finger, it's snapping. There we go, snaps perfectly. Obviously it depends how far you scroll as to which one it snaps onto, but the snap feature is working nicely on Chrome 72 on this surface, and I rewrote the whole thing using Flexbox and grids and whatnot. So yeah, it's running great on here, and it also runs good on mobile phones as well. It's still responsive because it's still using 100 viewport height and width to set the width and height of things, but yeah, you can see that now it's actually snapping properly. The other thing that's now working much better is if the user accidentally kind of gets into a view like this, they release, look, it's snapping to one of those columns there. It's actually quite hard to drag it into this position, but you can see that in the event that that does happen, it is actually now snapping properly. It's not like before where the user could just leave it in that grid, and also it's now not possible to have a view like this because when you release, it's snapping to one of the two divs. The only problem that we're going to have with this is the browser support. So we can see that on desktop, Chrome 69 and later is supported. Opera's not supported, but look, Firefox, Internet Explorer and Edge only have kind of partial support, and Safari 11 and onwards is actually supported. And then on mobile, look at this, you need to be running like iOS 11 or 11.2 or 12 in order to make this work. So not everyone's going to have that. Opera Mobile not supported, but I guess they're not very popular. Look, Google Chrome 71 and later on mobile on Android. That's very, very, very recent at time of speaking. It's March the 11th today, and 72 is the latest version of Android Chrome. So yeah, you need to be running top-notch software to make this work, and Android Firefox 64, but only with partial support. So yeah, that is actually going to be our major problem with this, is the browser support. Whereas the old jQuery one that I did, that doesn't have the scrolling done properly but does use the buttons, that'll work with pretty much anything.